You say your final prayer and drink in the vial. You smash it on the ground. And it's just this calming aura begins to flow from out of you. All of you, as you stand around, you feel it pass through you. It begins to rub over your body. And this is not something that you would normally think you expect to feel from a vampire. But this here, it's not cold and coarse or calculated as Vesuvius was. This is nothing but full compassion and peace as it rolls over everybody. Vesuvius, in your last moments, as you lay there, your body beginning to turn to ash. You see walking through the middle, her. Is to step forward. She leans down, places a hand on your face, and gives you a gentle kiss. And you know you finally found peace in this existence. Vesuvius, I thank you so much for playing.
Good afternoon. Welcome to The Crown and the Cross, where we will be DM'd by our great Kira Hellrose again, where we begin a vampiric political drama. This is also being streamed on Joss's channel, should you wish. Do go and drop him a follow if you don't already. He is over there somewhere. And yeah, without further ado, Kira, take it away.
Right, we'll start with quick introductions. First, my top left here. You all, it'll maybe a little different stream, but top left here. James, please talk about your character. Who is he? What's his name?
Vesuvius Ventru is somebody who spent years amongst the elves as a noble judge and a powerful sorcerer, but he was bitten by a vampire. He came to a bit of a crisis and he sought help from the elven god, and he turned to Tyr. When he turned to Tyr, he became a bit of a cleric-y sorcerer, and he now remains within the Siriani clan, trying to bring them to the course of justice and nobility, and helping keep the vampires on track. One notable thing, he does not drink human blood, he only drinks animal blood, which means he looks a bit of a wreck, but he's also very, very, very old.
Nice. Joe? Good, Joe. Yeah, Joe.
I'm Joe, and I will be playing Kyrieta. Kyrieta is a sorcerer, an Abaddon Pine sorcerer. She uses mainly her abilities in a more telekinetic fashion. She does not remember a lot about her time as a human, but what she does remember does not bring up fond memories, and she mainly serves as this sort of like intimidator of the Siriani clan. When they need someone to just go rough somebody up, mainly mentally, they send her, because she rarely does show mercy when needed.
Nice. Up to my top right here. Not really a newcomer, as you've seen him probably play on Monday and the night below. The night and below? Night below.
Yep.
We have Jody Master.
Really, it should be the other eye. It should be Jodi, like Jedi. But that's
okay. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
Jody.
that's all right.
I like that.
It's going to be a pronunciation problem with my character name, too, so we'll get used to it. I play Gunduri Veshnice, which we can just say Ganduri. It was mostly to prove that I do know how it's pronounced for anybody out there bothered by it. But Ganduri is basically... long ago, he was sort of proto-psychiatrist. I don't know what time frame we're sort of imagining this set in, but like he wanted to help people with their psychological pain and their terrible dreams and things that plague them like that, and just could not get through to them and get them to sort of fix things from within, and sort of heard of the idea that there's some strange strains of vampirism out there that feed on psychic energy and dreams, and so he turned himself over, came to this place where supposedly, the vampires are there to help people and to lead in a good way, and so turned himself over to that, so that he would have the ability to sort of siphon off those energies from people, but very quickly realized it would eventually overwhelm him and drive him mad if he didn't, if he was, sort of helping people out and always they're coming to him with their bad dreams and their terrible traumas and things, and he's sucking those off of them. So in order to learn to control it, he has tried to focus and steal his mind, and that's why he's mostly an astral self monk.
Nice. Josh.
So my character is Zachary Witchbolt. He's not been a vampire for very long, maybe like 100 years. And he was his town's hunter, so he would go out to the forest to hunt animals and things like that. And one day he was out there and got ambushed by vampires and was turned. And since then has come to the conclusion that vampires are at the top of the food chain and everything beneath should serve, and vampires should lead humans and feed humans. That's my 2022 campaign slogan. And yeah, he's very much is trying to convince vampires that they do not need to be lowering themselves to humans.
Ooh, a lot of conflicts in this group. Some are good, but woo, I like it. And lastly, we have Moonasaur.
I'm Moon. I'm playing Merlin Van Stock. I am a ranger. In the past, before becoming a vampire, Merlin was just, like a wanderer in the woods, nothing exciting, just lived off the land. And then he became a vampire, and now he's devoted himself to protecting his vampire kind.
Nice. I like it. A very diverse group. So, we'll be getting our story. The light of the pale moon blesses the forest as a sudden wind carries a rotting leaf into the sky, sending it rippling through the boughs of trees. As we continue to fly through, we see that the leaves have begun to wither and change. And as they billow in this cold wind, it sends the leaf into the air as it cascades across the starry backdrop, fluttering over the tops of the forest and even further over the high walls of Barsega, a city in which humans bow to their undead masters, but not in servitude, but out of respect and endearment. It topples over the red roofs of the city structures, and it crunches against a large, gargantuan structure. Even during the day, this structure is completely black. It is the Obsidian Palace. It is where the vampiric royalty for Barsega lives. As a leaf topples upward, slamming against a stained glass window, it shatters. And looking over the city itself, covered in this darkness currently, you can see now that in the different homes of the citizens, the darkness is dotted with flickering lights of lanterns. That the undead masters know what this means. The flickering lights in windows means that they are willing to serve their masters. They are willing to donate their very essence to their lords and ladies so that they may live and protect them. And so tonight, members of the Siriani family walk the Obsidian Palace's halls, and some walk the streets. Currently, one such member, Yulian Siriani, exhales slightly in his boredom while he stretches. His black silk shirt is open and his long sword is sheathed at his hip. And as he's walking through the city streets, cracks his neck. In an exasperated voice, I don't see why Octavian has us patrolling all the fucking time. No one dares attack us. I'm so fucking bored. When you say Witchbolt? You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why they've got us doing this bullshit. This is not what vampires should be doing.
I hear what you're saying. I understand. But Octavian does have a point. It's not the people. It's Octavian who I follow. He made me. He built this place. As you guys continue to walk through the streets, I'm going to give an opportunity for everyone else to kind of place themselves. Who would be out patrolling with Julian, and who would maybe still be in Obsidian Palace?
I think Henrietta would be patrolling as well.
You'd be right with Julian. Okay.
I would for sure be patrolling as well.
Okay.
I would
Good,
probably be somewhere inside, talking, doing something
Okay.
more interpersonal like that.
Okay. So he's in the Obsidian Palace. And you, Vesuvius?
A study, most definitely.
Okay. Yes. So as you guys continue to walk the streets, you watch as Julian kind of like shifts his eyes slightly to the right as you could see actually, let me see something. Okay, so Merlin and Zaku, you do see it. You see just the slight flitter of a white dress as it sneaks around the back of the an alleyway. You can see as Julian, his ears prick up slightly. He looks to the side. Well, I think that's my cue. You watch as he starts to break off from the group and head toward the alleyway.
Huh. Would we happen to know anything about what's going on?
Where are you headed, Julian?
You watch as Julian kind of turns around and looks around a second. He's watching to see if there's anybody currently listening in. And as he okay, I guess I know it's kind of against the rules. But I'm Father Pashal's daughter. She we've kind of been into it a little bit. It's been like yeah.
Well,
I listen. I know everyone's willing and everything, but it's different with her. And we meet nightly. And well, I guess she's come calling again.
I was never one to really operate within the rules, quite stretching them almost to the breaking point myself, but please do be careful, because if need be, we might be sent to by Octavian to take care of you in the best case and of her in the worst case.
I don't think Octavian would do that, but thank you, Carrietta. It's a little different with her. You know, I know it's hard to exist amongst everyone here, and don't think there's always some whispering, but since I turned, the years have been a blur, and this is the first time where I can feel I can slow down. So you watch it kind of shakes off, and you guys have known Julian, of course, for forever, and Julian is he's no slouch when it comes to the fairer sex. He definitely slings. So, but to hear him say this is a little different. But
Just watch your steps.
yeah, thanks. I will. Anyway, I shouldn't be too long. It's only 2 hours till sun up anyway. So yeah, I'll catch you all later. And you watch as he begins to like bounds off, kind of takes like a little secretive route to get to where he's going. Um, now that he's left you, what do you guys wish to do?
That was kind of unexpected.
Oh,
What are your
Yes.
thoughts on this? I don't understand the idea of such a material want and need like he is describing.
I really, I always believed that for us vampires to be involved with such mortal emotions is dangerous, but it is none of my business in the end of the day unless I am ordered that it is. So for the meantime, Julian may do as he wishes.
I
Now,
agree.
as far as I'm concerned, we are still on patrol duty unless any of you have any other insights.
No, I agree. I guess we just continue on like nothing happened.
Okay. You guys are going to continue on? Are you guys going to continue to patrol, or are you feeling, any of you feeling particular hungry?
I'm a bit hungry.
Mm,
I think I'm okay for now.
Okay. Well, Zachary, give me an investigation check.
That's 23.
23, more than enough. You take the time and raise your nose and smell in. You find something that's much to your liking. You break off from the group. You find a small little 2-story house here, flickering light lanterns at the top. But as you begin to climb up, you see that it goes out. You peer in. Now you know, even though the lanterns aren't, only time that you can actually willingly drink is when the lanterns are on. But currently, this one just went off. However, you see, well, Zachary, what is to your liking?
Okay. Okay, so I'm currently outside the house, right?
Yeah, I've even let you bypass because first of all, you're a vampire. So you climbed up to where it would be, and you look in, and
Okay. Can I see if the windows are locked or if they can be opened?
it is not locked.
Okay, I'd like to sneakily open the window.
Okay, please give me a stealth check.
Okay. That's 22.
More than enough. You're a shadow in the night. Easily open the window. It seems that even the wind decided to bend to your will, as it didn't even blow the curtains.
Okay, is this room a bedroom? Is the person asleep?
It's a bedroom, and it seems that currently they are on their knees saying their prayers, getting ready to go to bed.
Okay, how many people is it?
It's only one currently.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, and I can only feed if a lantern's on. Okay, and assumably I'd need something to light the lantern. Well, fuck.
Yeah. You know,
Can
to feed without
I-
the lantern on is strictly against the rules.
Oh, well, fuck that. I like to. No one else is around. I'm gonna. As this, is it a man or a woman?
What is your preference?
I don't care.
Then I guess I'll make it a woman.
Okay. I want to sneakily come up behind her,
Mm-hmm.
and as she's saying her prayers, I wait until she's finished, and then as she goes to lower her hands, I want to grab a handful of her hair,
Mm-hmm.
pull her head back, and as it arches, bite into her neck.
Oh, perfect. Please make an attack roll.
Unarmed attack. Oh no, Fang Bite, right?
Yeah, Fang Bite, yeah.
That's 21.
More than enough. You don't have to roll damage. You don't kill her, of course. But you do drink in. And this is your first bite. And quite the essence fills your throat as it spills back. And you feel revitalized. And you see, at first she was startled. And she begins to peer up and look toward you. You are recognized. But she kind of just falls into it. You do know this to be Mariana. She does have a husband, but he's not here currently.
It sounds like she's into it.
Yeah. A vampire's kiss is hard to withstand.
Okay, and okay, and then I would like to give me a second.
Okay. It's fine by me. Meanwhile, Carietta and Merlin, what are you guys doing at this point in time?
Uh,
I don't assume we see
do we
anything
see
like
anything?
out of the ordinary or anything, right?
Yeah, currently no. I just wondered if you guys had went with Zachary or just decided to just, let him do his thing. Let him do his thing.
If we're down,
I would have
if we're
just let
done-
him do his thing.
If we're done doing the rounds, then I suppose back into the castle.
Okay, that's fine. Zachary.
And then, as I'm like holding her, I'd like to slowly take out my dagger and attempt to just slit her throat.
Really? Okay. Please make an attack roll.
Real out of hand, real fast.
That's 22.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
That's a 7.
That's more than enough. She's only a human. You take the time.
Yeah, really slowly.
Really slow. You drive the blade across. She begins to bleed out, gasping as the blood.
As she does, I get very close to her ear and go, "Shh, it's over now. Go to sleep."
As you lay her down, the blood pouring over the polished wood floor. Now, Zachary, you have a dead body on your hands. What are you going to do?
Nothing. I'm just gonna leave it there and leave.
Leave it there? Okay. So you step out, wiping your face, out, back through the window as you came. Quickly, you join back up with Moon. Oh, sorry, not Moon. Sorry, Merlin and Carietta. Please make a perception check, Carietta, Merlin.
No problem. Just so perception. Blah, blah, blah. That's gonna be a
13.
12.
13? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, with the 12 and 13 is still a little low. However, you do know, you can smell it on Zachary. It's fresh, and it was kind of messy. But you've known Zachary. Zachary can get a little wild. But you guys begin to head back to the palace, where we'll cut to the study. Vesuvius,
Yes.
what are you currently doing in the study other than reading books? You said,
No, I don't think I'd be
Explain
reading
your
books. I think I'd be taking notes of the most recent thing that somebody came to for guidance on. Perhaps this was a human who came for guidance on a certain issue, and that would have been my role.
you hear the door, the rap of your door.
What's it rapping? Eminem?
Yeah, suddenly you hear, then you hear, Vesuvius, may I come in?
Of course. I don't know who you are, but come on in.
Yeah, that's fine. You know this voice to be Octavian.
Ah, yes, definitely. I don't say no to him.
He steps in, slow. Even though you see him holding a candle, there's no reason for it. but he kind of likes to do it for the aesthetic reasons.
Yep.
And as you see him come in, he's usually wearing his normal black robes and the Siriani symbol around his neck, as well as his he has like this white hair that's pulled back, and his eyes are like this bright yellow, a little different than other vampires, but
Elegant.
yes. What are you doing this night, Vesuvius?
Just taking notes on young Sarah. She came to me for advice on her marriage. She thinks her man is cheating on her.
Is it so?
Yes. The humans, they take a... Even as an elf, I don't remember so much drama about so little.
Yes. Well, the thing about being mortal is that you find the simplest pleasures by doing the most extraneous of things. Something that we don't really have to worry about. We are immortal. Moments are nothing to us. It is sad when you think about it.
It is. It's very sad.
Oh. My friend Vesuvius, you should find time to eat. You're looking much paler than I.
You know, I don't enjoy it. But I believe I still have some of the deer blood from last night.
Dear blood.
I will use that.
That would only make you but so strong. And you know, I have high hopes for all of you.
You know how I go. I'll say this. This is my choice.
I know. Just think about it, okay? And he walks up and just puts his hand like on the desk and just pats it. You know, not to touch you, but just on the desk, just to show some endearment, just some camaraderie. I don't be around forever. And if I were to pass, it would be up to either Gondori or you to take over.
Aye, and it's something I would do with honor.
So, well, I guess I'll leave you to your studies. You seem so busy, and you do love it. You and your interpersonal relations are actually good. I don't really come out. I don't see the masses, but you, we always need a face. The other ones are too young.
Thank you, Lord.
And keep an eye on Zachary, as well as Julian.
Yes, they sometimes stray far from the path.
Indeed. Do you know where Gondori is this night?
No, I can't say I did. I didn't see him go out, but I haven't seen him this evening.
You watch as he begins to leave, and as he opens the door, you see a woman, bright blonde hair, beautiful, like green eyes, perfectly pale skin. You know this to be Lucia Siriani. Mostly like you, she loves to work with the people.
Mm-hmm.
She loves to be with them. She even, if she can, she even will attend the church, attend masses. Even though it could be quite dangerous for her, but she still does it.
Yeah.
Even in her undead state, she is a very devout woman. Considered the maiden of Basiaga, Sega. It's almost 2 hours to sun up. We'll be having dinner soon in the Great Hall, so everyone should be there. Don't worry. I did have one of the huntsmen bring something for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He begins to walk out. As he's going to traverse the castle. Gondori, where are you during this time?
So I imagine I have like a place where people come with their troubled thoughts, but this late in the evening, I feel like I kind of have like a sleep study kind of thing, like
Okay.
you know what I mean. So like the people who've been having horrific nightmares actually can come and like sleep in my chambers, and I watch over them and sort of may feed on them as well if that's necessary as part of the sucking away their nightmares situation.
Okay.
So I would be there watching over someone sleeping.
So during a few takes a while before you hear a quiet knock on your door as well.
Please come in.
You watch as Octavian enters in, and in his normal slow almost gliding walk. As you step in, I forgot to say this to you as also Vesuvius, but we'll start with Gunduri and we'll get back to you. Explain what your sleep study quarters kind of looks like.
Yeah, so whatever, sort of standard, if the whole place is this kind of black stone, imagine, I guess, the Obsidian Palace, so it would be that as a basis, but I think relatively small, maybe a desk and a few beds, but with like a comfortable chair out front of the desk for me to sit in, surrounded by the couple of beds, but I think just maybe one sort of patient there at the moment. And yeah, kind of like I said, like sort of like ancient version of kind of psychiatrist's office, but with a sleep aspect to it.
Okay. You watch as he comes in and he has to look around, and then he looks at the current patient that you have there is currently sleeping. Gandori, what is wrong with this one?
This one was troubled by horrible nightmares. Something chasing them throughout the entire night. As usual, I tried to speak to them about what might be causing it, and it was obvious it was something to do with their father when they were younger, and I tried to have them work through it, but they never seemed to take my advice, so it was necessary to extract these troubles directly.
He walks forward, and as they're sleeping, you see his long nails. He kind of rubs them lovingly like over the forehead and wipes some of their bangs from over the brow. You see him looking at the patient. It's the look of a father. These are all our children. Each one, when they hurt, I hurt. And you're doing good work today.
Thank you. It is why I came here so long ago.
Did you feed?
It was a particularly difficult case, so yes, it was necessary.
Well, even if your hunger is sated, we'll be having our nightly dinner before sundown. Before sunup. I keep saying that. Before sunup. So
I think she sleeps soundly now. I will be there.
Perfect. He begins to turn around and he exits. And then we'll just do a little reverse. Vesuvius, please explain your study because I would like to hear it.
Okay. So Vesuvius sits behind a large mahogany desk. At the back of his room is a small altar, sort of there for prayer. 3 candles to be lit. He keeps it incredibly neat and tidy. And in front of the desk you see 3 chairs for sort of patrons to sit at. And then if you sort of take the side door, you enter a small sleeping room. Very simple, very basic. Simple desk, simple chair. A writing desk as well, for taking notes at, and just a very simple bed. I'm not into the whole stone slab that the other vampires seem to like, nor a coffin. This is merely a slab with a sort of little mattress on it, and no windows, of course.
No windows, of course, yeah. Currently, Carietta, Merlin, Zachary. As you guys push open the doors to the Obsidian Palace, the moonlight begins to pour in. You guys step in onto the marble floor, seeing all of the architecture of just previous art pieces. And as you guys step in, Octavian is already standing there waiting. And this is one other thing I'm going to mention, Zachary. For your act, you lose a single point of humanity. Give me 1 second. And as you step in, so you've all come back from patrol. Are the streets quiet? Are the people safe?
Nothing
I
out
saw
of the
nothing
ordinary.
out of the ordinary.
Okay, good. What is? He looks toward Julian. Looks toward Zachary. You fed.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Was it good? Are you sated?
Yes, it was very satisfying.
Understood. He's going to make a slight insight check. Give me a deception check.
That's 17.
And Tavian just good. And what is Julian? He's supposed to be with you.
He went off to investigate something. He said it wasn't anything to be worried about.
Did he? Okay. But he knows our dinner should be soon.
Julian is a big boy. I think that he can very well manage for himself. Sir Octavian.
I agree.
Kind of unlike him. But Carietta, give me a persuasion check. Same thing with you, Merlin.
A persuasion?
Yes.
Oh boy.
14.
He said, "Ooh boy."
Oh boy, that's a fat fucking 0.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He looks at you. Looks at Carietta. If you say so. I just know he should be here soon. It's almost time
Agreed.
for some. Well, I guess the time is your own until we begin. Once you hear the bell, you know to come. And he begins to step up and go up, ascend the staircase. As you see, Lucia was closely behind him. She wasn't saying anything. You speak to Lucia all the time, but you know when Octavian's there, she kind of just stays kind of quiet. But out of respect, mostly, not of like fear or anything. But we're going to fast forward to the dinner. As guys begin to one by one begin to pile into this large grand dining room. This dining room here itself actually has a large window just to see the moon, so the moonlight actually comes in. Around there are candelabras and a large almost obsidian table, obsidian big slab table with candles on it, and you got plates and and glasses and everything, but of course they are currently empty. You see as Octavian, of course, sits at the head of the table as you guys begin to push in and filter in, with Lucia next to him, and then Julian usually doesn't sit next to him. Julian will sit, in random places. He doesn't have like an assigned place. He's a beat of his own drum kind of guy. Especially now that he's come into his own of being a vampire. But as you all come in, you guys, the bell begins to still continues to ring, and it's almost immediately, simultaneously, you see, like, as you step in, the lights from the city, all the lanterns that were lit actually all go off at the same time. They know what the bell means. As you all in the pile in, and you guys immediately take your seats. You guys do anything specific?
Nothing in particular.
I think I would do anything in particular.
I would like to maybe get an insight on Julian. See, kind of.
He's not here yet, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's not here, but when he gets in, you can have that.
Okay. So I just sit myself down.
Okay. Everyone is to take their seats as Octavian leans back and snaps his fingers. You see, as he's sitting there, as if filtering out from him, shadowed, unseen servants begin to move through the doors before they begin to come back in, each bringing a human for you. As for Vesuvius, you see one last one brings in a full goat for you.
Appreciate it. I'll give him a nod and a thank you.
You watch as for Ganduri, they brings in a human that's still awake, and you watch as he steps up, runs his hand over her face, and she falls asleep. As he catches her and hands her to you.
I just nod and thanks.
You're welcome. As he sits down, you watch that the unseen servants brought nothing for him.
Are you not eating?
No. I'm actually okay. I ate earlier. I just wanted to... I really wanted you all here to talk to you all. I know usually this is our time to just enjoy our company and just to... My biggest thing is that I want to say thank you to all of you. You all came here of your own accord, and you respect the rules, you respect what's trying to be done here. You are the pillars of what Barsega has been built on. And I just say with all the love in my heart, thank you. As he needs to look over him. You hear the doors behind into the dining room creak open. And you see Julian walks in. He's a little bit more disheveled than he looked earlier. His hair is kind of tossed, and his shirt is kind of half off. And you see as he's walking in, he's kind of wiping his mouth. And you can make your insight check now, Carietta.
All right. That's gonna be a 10.
Okay. You looking at him, you can definitely tell he's eaten. He looks a little bit. You can't, with that insight, you can't tell if he's better or worse from earlier. As he comes and sits down, the human that was meant for him is still standing next to him. As he looks up, yeah, you kind of see him just drops his head down for a bit, and Octavian furrows his brow. Julian, what is wrong? Nothing, Father. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm going to the Undercroft. He watches, he scoots out of the chair immediately, screeching loudly as he pushes back. And the human that was meant for him kind of looks around, kind of scared, and Octavian just immediately waves his hand before he stands up and begins to follow Julian as they head to the Undercroft. The Undercroft knows is where you guys sleep. It's beneath. It's actually beneath the castle, deeper down underground. And as you guys sit there, you see now in the looking through the window, the large window, you can see that the backdrop, the sky itself, is beginning to turn blue, indicating sun up is fast approaching. My vampires, what do you do?
Vesuvius would choose to watch the dawn for as long as he can before the fire burns.
Everybody else?
I'm just gonna finish my meal and head on down
Okay.
and talk to Julian.
Carietta would eat very quickly and cleanly, and then get ready to go to sleep.
All right. Zachary?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gandari. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's fine. It was just Gandari would just get back to his office and make sure that that one woman is awakened and off to her own home before he heads down.
Okay, perfect. Zachary.
Zachary would feast on his humor. he does not have an appetite. But
He's
you
a
know,
ripper. He's a ripper.
oh yeah,
Uh,
but knowing where he is and who's around, he do it very,
cleanly.
cleanly to the book.
Okay.
And then go down to the undercroft to sleep.
Okay. Ganduri, yeah. Well, first, Vesuvius, as you sit there, you wait you wait there as long as you can. You begin to feel as if it's beginning to creep up, and you just smell the small singe of flesh, and you know it's time for you to go. Ganduri, by the time you walk in there and the sun is beginning to crest, you hide in the shadow as you kind of hide in the shadow of the door, and you tell her that she can leave. And she simply bows, thanks you deeply, and walks past you as she begins to leave. As you guys get down to the undercroft, Merlin Carrietta first would see this, and then Zachary would probably come a little after. You hear this huge commotion as you open the door to the undercroft. You just see Julian flying across as he's slammed into the marble wall. It crunches beneath his body as Octavian is standing before him, and you can see Lucia is holding his arm. And you hear, "What have you done?" And you see Julian's kind of put his hands up like this, and he's, "It was an accident. I don't know what came over me." Yes, Merlin?
What's happening here? What's going on? Did something bad happen?
Octavian looks towards you, and you see his eyes have flared up. That his usual yellow is now a glowing bright. This fool was having relations with Pachel's daughter.
Really?
I could kill you. You watch his teeth are flared, and you watch as you see as the fangs themselves have a tinge of red at the tips of them.
Would Vesuvius be able to hear this conversation as he comes back through?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, every time you're getting there, you're hearing this now.
Okay.
Now, if I may, Lord Octavian, as much as I would love to see you absolutely tear Julian apart, he is a young vampire. He still has much to learn in terms of divorcing himself from his human side. I think a more disciplinary action is due then, rather than just killing him here.
Is even that due? Octavius, we have had relations with humans before, though more constructed and more formal, and perhaps less predatory. Perhaps he needs learning in the way it should be approached, as opposed to punishing for making mistakes where he did not know better.
Are you saying you're to be his tutor?
I'd be willing.
You watch as he swipes his hand, and Lucia kind of lets go. You watch as she steps up to you, Vesuvius. Thank you so much. Octavian, when he's angry, he can be. He might have killed Julian.
He's right, you know.
He could be right, but at the same time, he's being a bit hypocritical. And she looks right toward Octavian. Octavian hears it, but chooses to go to his room. But thank you, Vesuvius. She steps up to Julian. Go to bed. It's about time. She turns and begins to walk off. As she enters into the door with Octavian, because as you know, they sleep together. Julian, you see as he manages to stand up, and it's his face is snarled, but you can see can everyone who's looking at Julian please give me an insight check.
Ooh, I am on fire today with the rolls. That's a fucking
17.
6.
Nice. Ooh, nice.
That's a 19.
Nice.
That's a
Ooh,
29.
Jesus, nice.
I'm good on the
now
inside
Lee.
thing.
All of you except Carrietta and Merlin, because he's kind of hiding it pretty well. This was a high check. You can see, you look at him, you can see that he's definitely in some sort of pain. He's in, maybe it may not be physical pain, but you see that he's in pain. And as you look at him, especially for those who got 25 plus, you can see that from that you can tell that he was also in a state of like inner turmoil. It's hard to really pinpoint it, but Gondori and Vesuvius, the two more, mentally attuned, couldn't think of a better phrase for it, but you can definitely see that there's something deeper to Yulian's pain currently.
Julian, what exactly happened?
I don't know. We met like usual. We went, yeah, she's the daughter of the priest, but she's not a saint, and we went out to the woods and we were gonna, it was like normal, and suddenly she just changed. I don't know.
He changed?
Changed how?
I just, we were kissing, and I was going in to bite, and then she started to scream. And much as he looks around, and I just wanted her to keep quiet. The guard was close. And you watch as he kind of like lowers his head, and you see streaks of blood kind of in the form from his eyes.
What did you do?
She's in the woods.
And she's dead.
Alive in the woods?
No. I held her mouth to stop her from screaming, and I heard a snap, and then when I went to move her to wake her, she didn't wake.
So
Zach,
can
you
I-
muted?
Indeed. Okay.
What? Sorry.
You saying something? Were you muted?
Oh no, I was just talking to my stream.
Oh,
At this
did
point,
you-
Vesuvius would go straight to Octavian's room and knock on the door loudly.
Okay.
I would stay with Julian and I would say.
as you open the door, you see currently Octavian is already deep in the slumber. Lucia is on her way, about to get into the bed as well, in the fall, and she Vesuvius, what is it?
Wake, Octavian. We have problems.
Okay. She turns and, my love, you're needed. He watches as his eyes slowly open. Vesuvius, what is the problem?
He killed the girl. Julian killed the girl.
You hear like this unearthly snarl begin to ripple from his body as you just feel a gust of wind pass you as he steps out of the bed, and he's currently in Julian's face, his hands around his throat.
Okay. If I can cast Mind Spike on him.
No.
Octavian, this is, and tell him very, very quickly and loudly, an example must be made. You cannot kill him in anger.
I would like to know, because it's kind of my specialty too, for sure whether Lucian is telling the truth, or Julian is telling the truth about this.
Okay, give an insight
The way
check.
it went down. Because, let's see here. I hate how it rolls and then goes away. Yeah, 33.
Jesus Christ.
That's two 33s, by the way, from us two. This is kind of our thing.
Okay, Octavian's gonna fail the mind spike. I'll get to you in a second, Gondori. So you're telling Ray that an example must be made, right?
Yeah. And I
So
would
you're-
attempt to keep my mind spec as low damage as possible, but really
Yeah.
shock him, right?
Yeah, your voice pierces through. You watch as he, and as he watches as his hands are curled in, you see his claws get longer as they begin to pierce into Julian's flesh, and the blood begins to pour out. Why?
Because all of the young ones must learn.
Yes, learn by this example. Kill him.
Now, listen. He definitely should be
That was loud as
punished
fuck.
for.
Well,
He
are
definitely
we like
should.
all in the room yet?
You guys are all here. Yeah, you guys are all in the room.
He definitely should be punished
So-
for having relations with a human, for succumbing to his human side like that. But killing her, he just did what he needed to do to survive, to maintain the peace as much as possible.
He shouldn't have been in a relationship in the first place.
I completely agree with you, Lord Octavian. And for that he should be punished, but not killed.
Sorry, Joe. Moan, is did you say something?
Yeah, but I can wait.
Oh, no, it's okay. It sounded like more than... Right, carry on. Sorry, Joe.
Not killed. Or, at the very least, not killed in such a private fashion.
Yeah, as you look at him, you see his veins are just percolating, and they're just beginning to pulse. And he's holding them up like higher and higher. A public display. Kill him in front of everybody. Is that what
Yes.
you all want?
I do believe we have a bigger problem on hand than killing him first, and that is going to find the body and confirming that this is true.
We can do that afterwards.
We'll have
This
to.
example must be made now.
It'll have to be tomorrow night.
It can't be now,
I will-
first of all.
It will be hypocritical of me to tell you to kill him right away, since you have excused my missteps in the past as well, but
So do I believe him because it would
I
totally
am
affect how I...
it is your call, but the punishment should not be for for him killing
Okay.
the lady.
Got it. Gandori, with your 33, Jesus Christ. With your 33, you see that there's a state of confusion on his mind that's not something. It's a state of confusion that your hunch may be correct. It may not have happened completely the way he thinks it does. And you watch as even if he's still being held by Octavian, at first he was startled, but now you see it's just a continuous stream of tears as he's just looking down on Octavian, and you see his face is resolute. He's ready to accept whatever punishment comes to him. And Lucia, you see she's crying also, but you catch it, she just causes herself, or whatever the sign of tears. And she just kind of just holds her symbol, praying for this whole situation to pass in a peaceful manner.
I think Vesuvius would like to be a little bit more forceful here. And say, my lord, a formal trial and an execution, if necessary, in front of everyone would be best. You know
I
this.
do think the exact circumstances matter, and he's either confused or holding something back. He does seem genuinely upset, but it has not happened exactly as he has divulged it to us.
Persuasion checks, both of you.
Those I'm not good at.
I'll do a 22.
Nice. Okay.
That's 2.
A 2. So he looks at you, Gandori, just kind of brushes you off. But listen, he looks toward Vesuvius, just fine. Then it'll be a trial. He drops him, and you watch as like Yulian kind of curls into himself, and as he stands over him, you know, son of mine, and he turns away. And as you watch as he turns away, like the fixtures, like and I didn't explain it, but in this Undercroft, it's like another big set of rooms, and so as you go in, it's like a long red carpet that actually spiders out into all your separate rooms, and there's a chandelier hanging above. And as he moved, the doors flew open, and the chandelier began to rock back and forth. And you just hear in this loud bellowing voice, "Sleep, everyone!" And he begins to head forward back into his room.
Octavian, before you sentence him to his whatever punishment to give him, I would like to be able to take him out to find this body and find all that's happened and all that he did out there before anyone else finds it.
Well, you can. Once the sun is down,
Yes.
have at it. Have at it. He just walks back into his room. The door shuts. It's Lucia also just you see as she looks toward everybody and just mouths, like mostly to Gandori, Carrie, Merlin, and Vesuvius.
Basically, mostly to everyone that's not called Zachary. Yes.
Yeah. she just
Do not
then,
do not thank me just yet, because if it comes to it, I will not hesitate to call for your son's execution if needed.
Agreed.
She nods. I understand. And you watch as she turns and Yulian like runs over and grabs her arm and falls to his knees. A familiar show of like begging for forgiveness. Then she turns around, she wipes the blood from his face, kisses his forehead, and then removes her arm and goes into the door. The face you've seen is one of a mother that's going to lose her son. Door closes.
Would this have happened before? Would one of us vampires have killed and it been discovered?
Currently, unlike other than Zachary, because I'm assuming Zachary has killed a few people in his
Yeah,
body,
but I mean, like actually being
yes,
caught.
honey.
Actually being caught.
but actually being caught, no.
Okay.
Yeah, actually being caught, no. There are some things that you kind of have inklings of, but currently, no.
Okay. Cool.
So, do you guys all adjourn to your beds? What do you guys do before the?
Sorry, man.
When they turn around and close the door and leave, I'm gonna turn around and smack Julian in the face and grab him by his collar and shove him up against the wall.
You watch. He's not resisting. Just.
I told you to be careful and watch your step.
I don't understand what happened. She wasn't like that before.
What happened, Julian, is that you thought that you are still human.
Oh.
This is a learning experience for you. If you do survive the trial,
and it's hopefully not your last one.
Mix with the humans more than you need. You are not human anymore. The sooner you accept it, the better. And with that, I just like go off to my room.
Okay.
All right.
You better hope that we find her body in the same place.
You watch it just slides down a fucking heap, just shaking, and he's definitely a shell of his former self.
Okay. If it's okay with you, Melon, I will take the boy.
Take him where?
I will keep him so he cannot run today. We don't want him to do anything stupid.
I suppose I don't have any fear of him running, but it doesn't hurt to be careful.
Okay. In Vesuvius' room, as you enter the door, there is a small slot that opens a beam of sunlight across the doorway. I'll place him in my room and open that, so he cannot leave without burning to a crisp.
Okay. Well, I'll say it's a false sun, because you guys are underground currently.
Oh right, okay, cool.
Yeah,
in that case, I can just cast a radiant dawn. Be done with that. I'd sort of meant like above. I thought that we were directly below the ground.
No, you're actually
we're a long way down.
They're pretty deep down there.
Okay.
Coming down here, you realize that Octavian has built this for this reason.
I think it's fair to say Vesuvius has probably kept prisoners before for people, so he has some way of detaining them. Not in a sort of nasty, creepy way, but in a sort of he's the judge way, right?
Exactly, I would say so. And we'll just go around. Carrietta, you're returning to your room, right?
Yes.
Explain what Carrietta's room looks like.
Carrietta
I do want the silence. Go ahead.
Carrietta is a very modest person. She doesn't dress too flamboyantly, and her room is very much the same. Aside from a bed, a table, and a single chair, there isn't much in the room.
Okay. Nice. Gundori.
Yeah, it's basically bed and desk with huge pile of notebooks, all written in, and yeah, I think that's about it. He would notably go to sleep with his glasses still on.
Okay, nice. Zachary.
His room's pretty plain. All he has really is like a wardrobe, a bed. He has a shelf full of like alchemy ingredients and bottles of different things, but apart from that, it's pretty scarce.
Okay. Merlin.
I'd say he's got kind of like a nature-esque room. He's got plants, some animal heads from back when he hunted, and like a kind of a bear rug, but not like an actual bear, just like a wolf pelt kind of.
Okay. I like it. Nice.
And then he has several areas for his bows and his arrows, like a little workbench for him to work on his bow and create or try to create other arrows.
All right. Nice. As you guys all lay down to sleep, you all go into a sort of petrifaction, stillness as you wait. Time passes as the masses, as the citizens go about their day, moving about. I need everyone to make a perception check with disadvantage.
I hate this game.
4.
That's a 15.
No.
Okay.
Come on, I got a nat 20 and then a 5.
It's okay. My first roll was a nat fucking 1. I didn't even roll the second time.
Just on a note, though, Kira, my passive perception is 20.
Oh, big guy. Everyone who got a 13 and above, something
damn.
rouses you from your slumber. It is the unmistakable smell of smoke and fire.
Okay.
God damn you, son of a bitch! You play, god damn you.
Do we work out where in any way? Sorry, Knockington is being incompetent again.
Yeah, he's being a jerk.
Yeah. Disconnect him and then type play. There you go. That's working.
You can hear it?
No, but it begins silently, it looks.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Sorry for the cameras. Let me see where this thing's at. It's because you're trying to play a playlist as opposed to a song.
Is that right?
Yeah, you need to get the individual video.
I thought I had
There you
that.
go.
Thank you. You're beautiful. All right. So, you guys begin to hear the unmistakable. You can smell the unmistakable smell of smoke and fire. I believe you had the highest Vesuvius. You were the first to wake. As you rouse from your slumber, you wake up. You see Yulian still laying on the floor. But you see at the bottom of your door, fire begin to lick from under it.
Okay. I would probably use Mage Hand to open the door.
All right.
I'm
You
standing
open the
back.
door.
I'll pull him back as well.
All right. You do the backdraft blows open as fire rushes in, and you cover your face as the your fire begins to move out. Let me see. Everyone who got a 13 above, you guys can all smell this now. Let's see. That's you, Gandori, Carietta, Vesuvius, Zachary.
I got the 4,
Carietta got a 4.
Yeah.
Zachary got a 5.
Yeah, I got a
okay.
5.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, you guys are still asleep, but Gandori is actually. So yeah, it'll be Gandori. Okay. But currently, so Gandori yourself, as you wake up to the smell of smoke and fire, you see it at your door. As it's beginning to lick under it.
Sure. Yeah, I guess even though it's dumb, if we're all stuck underground and there's no other way out, you gotta open that door.
All right. So you're gonna push open the door.
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sure. Let's see. I'll get this stupid thing out of the way. Saves. 9.
A 9. All right. So take 10 points of fire damage as the door blows open as you push it, and the fire comes and strikes across your face, and your face becomes slightly singed and burned. But as you look into the undercroft, you see across the way, you see Vesuvius is also over there. You guys lock eyes as you see the entire undercroft is currently ablaze. And the other doors of your other vampire compatriots are still shut. You assume that they're all still asleep.
At this point, I would probably mage armor myself,
Okay.
and then bring up an aura of evasion, which will hit Julian and sorry, I've lost your name, Ganduri. And then it's fair to say I'm going to dash through the flames and get to the undercroft as fast as I can, where
Right, as you
Octavian's asleep, and I would be shouting at this point, "Awake, awake, fire, fire!"
All right. As you step through, everyone from that ring, everyone who did fail, please give me perception check, straight rolls. As you step out, you see Octavian's door is wide open. And as you give me a perception check, Vesuvius, please. As the fire is still raging.
I got a 17.
Okay,
I
that's
got a
enough. You wake
7.
up. A 7?
Yeah.
You still didn't hear it, Merlin.
What was the roll for perception?
Perception, please.
Okay.
I got
22.
Nice.
a 24 on the perception.
All right, nice. You look in. You see Octavian's bed is empty. Lucia and Octavian are not in there.
Okay.
Currently, Carietta, you're still in the room sleep, but you guys watch as Zachary, as you wake, and Merlin, as you wake, you smell fire and smoke, and you see your door is currently ablaze.
I'll open the door.
All right, please make a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's 24.
Yeah, nice. You managed to pull the door open as it blasts back, but you jump back at the same time. And you watch as the flame is currently ablaze, and as you look out, you can see Vesuvius and Ganduri out there with Julian firmly in tow. Merlin, please, dexterity. Are you going to open the door?
Yeah.
Please, dexterity saving throw.
Is Joe just going to be burnt alive if he never
No,
wakes
we've
up?
got him. We've got him. We've got him. Don't worry.
16.
16. Nice. That's more than enough. As you open the door, you flip back. You come through. You exit out. You enter in the middle. Only door open that's still closed is currently Carietta's.
Can I yank
As
it
you begin to
open with
look around.
Mage Hand?
Yes, please. Just go ahead. I'll just give it to you. Just yank it open as you see Carietta currently still asleep.
Oh, slap me on the face with it. Just wake up.
All right.
Idiot.
Carietta, you're really awakened to see fire
I
currently.
immediately grab Vesuvius, and I look at him and I say, "If you do that,
You're currently holding a Mage Hand.
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
sick.
you're in the mage hand. He's in the middle of it. He's currently in the middle.
I'm miles away from
Okay.
you. But yeah.
okay." Anyway, so I wake up to see fire. So I am just gonna calmly start using my control flames to just extinguish the flames in my way as I head out.
Okay, nice.
It'd be nifty if you woke up
I
first.
mean-
And I,
yeah, exactly right. Next time, wake up.
Yeah.
Useless.
now what
Sorry,
the fuck
I
is
don't know.
going on
Alexa,
here?
shut up. Sorry.
Now what the fuck is going on here? And who in their right mind?
So you only extinguish the flames in front. Like, what did you cast to extinguish the flames?
Control flames. It's
All right,
just
it won't get rid. Okay, it won't get rid of all of them. It got rid of the ones in front of you, so you were
Yeah.
able to step through with that.
No,
So
I
the
just,
fire
like,
is still currently raging.
constantly. Can't I just like as I walk, constantly cast it as I move along?
It's
I
a
can't-
lot of fire, but sure, I'll give you some.
Just
I'll give you
like in my path, not the entire.
Okay. In your pep, I'll take that. So yeah, as you guys are sitting there, the smoke is beginning to billow up. However, if you needed to breathe, this would be a problem, but you don't. But the fire is going to be a problem. You guys don't have much time. What are you doing?
Do we know if there's anywhere like that's like not outside in the daylight that we can get to?
Give me a straight intelligence check, please.
What do we know? What is it? Still daylight?
You could feel that. Yeah, there's still daylight. You actually have the feeling of saying, because vampires would know when the sun goes down.
11.
11. You have an inkling that there is something down here, just in case there are emergencies. For emergencies.
Okay.
Didn't we have some sort of emergency place down here?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that we've had one. I've been here a long time. Perhaps not 100% sure it is, though. Am I sure it is?
Give me an intelligence check. The fire begins to rage more. You watch the chandelier begins to fall.
It's a 22.
22? Okay, as the chandelier begins to fall. Everyone, currently, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay, out of Ganduri, that's an advantage. With the aura evasion up.
That's a
Oh, cool.
29.
That's a
All right.
14. I'm rolling really bad.
It's an 11.
Alright, it's a fail for you. Okay.
All right, 23.
Alright, it's a pass.
18.
18. Okay. So everyone except Vesuvius passed. You take 7 points of fire damage as the chandelier falls on fire and spreads outwards. With your intelligence check, you do remember Octavian saying that there's always ways for rats to leave a sinking ship. And then you sit there saying, and then you think about it, and as you look into his room again, you see that there is a ship that's bottled currently on his desk.
Okay. Can I grab it and determine if it has any magical nature?
As you hold it, running through, it has no magical nature at all.
Perhaps it's some sort of a key.
Can I? Is it maybe mechanical? Maybe I can turn it or something to open a passageway.
You turn it. Nothing here, but as you turn it again, you see that on it there's like a small on the sail itself is like a fine little like arrow that's pointing downward.
What's below it? What's below the desk?
As you lift the desk, you see two things moving the desk. Just give me one quick investigation check. I need one quick one.
It's an 18.
Nice. All right.
Dice are on
With the-
fire.
For the 18, you find two things here. As you're milling about and you put it on the desk, you feel there's another little compartment. As you press it in, it watches it comes out, and you see this large leather-bound book that drops beneath it. On it, emblazoned, is the Siriani symbol, and it's like closed and fastened with a metal lock. And then as you bend down to pick the book, you look to the left, and you see like there's like a little bit of dust, and the dust is beginning to blow away from the wall.
Okay. Sorry, can I enter a sort of out of character? Just ask. We're in the Undercroft. Is that correct?
You're still in the Undercroft, and you're in Octavian's room.
There are other Dampiers in this in this underground complex.
It's just you guys.
It's just us. Okay. I mean, you mean just us awake, or it's only us that exist here right now?
Only you guys that exist here.
Right. Okay. So the only people unaccounted for are Octavian and
Lucia.
Lucia. Is there anywhere that we haven't seen that they could potentially be?
Inside this Undercroft,
Yeah. Are there any rooms
you
we
can-
haven't checked? Is there any?
the only
Yes.
other room that you guys have not checked is Julian's room.
Yeah, I'll check Julian's room, please.
All
Before
right.
we go down.
Give me
Can I hand the book to Ganduri first?
Okay, you pass the book to Gandori and make a dexterity saving throw as you go to push the door open.
Okay.
Can I accompany him and kind of like put out the flames
boy.
before he opens
Yeah,
the
it's
door?
only a 7.
Oh, you want to try and clear the flames? Okay, then if you're gonna clear the flames, make that dexterity check with advantage.
I already did. That's
Okay.
a 7.
Still a
I've got aura of
With
evasion
an
up.
advantage. No, with an advantage.
I've got an advantage from
Oh.
already anyway.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. So it's not as bad damage, but you got 3 points of fire damage. As you open the door, you see the room is currently ablaze.
Okay.
But as you look in, the bed is currently alight, but you don't see anything. You don't see any body parts. You don't see skeletons. Nothing here.
There's no Octavian. That's all I'm looking for.
No, yeah, there's no Octavian.
Okay. Then yeah, I will return to the original room and see whether we can get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, and as this doesn't seem like book reading time, I've continued looking around for any kind of way that they may have left through their own room. while they've
Give me
been gone.
give me an investigation check.
Sure. 12.
12. You don't see too much, but however, as you look around though, you see you do see as you look through like the doorway, you do see scratch marks.
Hmm.
There's some scratches over here. Not sure.
Merlin, you understand the ways of these tunnels. Any which way they might have gone out?
Would I be able to decipher which way they went?
He's sort of very rangery and tracky, right? So
Yeah, give me a survival check. And give me and you can see as the fire is now encroaching closer. It's beginning to close in on you.
just throw you under the bus, Moon, with a survival check. Oh, nice! He's on this shit.
19. You see that the tracks that you the scratch marks you kind of, from what you can kind of see now, even though the fire is beginning to really like block this area up, they did leave through the way you come in through the undercroft, but it doesn't seem like it was willingly.
Into the daylight?
Into the daylight. And you sit there and you all wonder as, well, at least Merlin begins to wonder, who the fuck could take Octavian and Lucia? However, Vesuvius, as you look under the bed, you move it to the side, and you see that one of the bricks itself is a different coloration than the rest of them. You press it in, as it moves to the side, and you get hit with a whole blast of wind, as you see that there is there's a door in the back, and as you look, and in the door itself, there's like bars that you can look through, and you see that it leads deeper down into the underground.
Perhaps Gandurio or Zachary, you want to lead the way? Sorry, Merlin or Zachary, you want to lead the way?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Enough talking, old man. Let's go.
Yeah,
As you guys head to the door, as soon as Zachary's about to touch the door, you hear a voice. Well. And as you can hear that, you turn around, you see Father Bashal standing at the top of the steps.
That's the priest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As he looks, rats leaving a sinking ship. All you personifications of sin will be purified today. Have you no shame for what you've done?
Father, we preach to the same God.
We preach to the same God. Yeah, we found 2 bodies this morning.
He's human, right?
Bashal, yeah, he's human.
Yeah. I'm gonna like shout at him like, "Who are you to speak to a vampire like that?"
He looks. It seems that you all have become too far on your high horses. Watch as he puts his hand out, and you watch as a little red bead leaves his hand.
Nice.
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw as he throws fireball toward him.
No,
I
I'm
really
good.
should have summoned my shit before now.
I'm good.
No,
I will panic. Yes, never mind.
Do we
still have
I'll
that
panic
advantage
and
from
realize
you?
that I have forgotten to take counterspell. Yes, it's with everybody within 30 feet of me has advantage on dexterity saving throws.
All of you will be purified this day.
I got 27.
Please,
Thanks for the
Never mind.
advantage there.
Yeah,
17.
21.
Still 13.
23.
Nice. Okay. So only one person failed.
And
Which
then
is
spicy
13.
plus 11.
Yeah, that's spicy plus 11. Nice. 1 second.
Just for reference, Kira, I've given myself up to 500 golds of materials for the things like that.
That's fine.
So yeah, it's a limited, but it's not unlimited.
All right. Carrietta, you're the one who rolled the 13, right?
Yeah.
36 points of fire damage to you.
And
Oh, hot.
anybody who succeeded takes no
Everyone
damage.
takes half.
No,
Oh,
takes
yeah, no
none,
damage.
yeah,
No damage.
or
All right.
evasion. I knew you were going to throw a fireball at vampires. It's always the way, right?
Welcome. All right. As the fireball erupts, you guys head through the door. Carrietta is blown through as the splinters begin to shatter outwards. I need another dexterity saving throw as the splinters may pierce you. Oh.
Do we take half damage if
We
we
take
saved or no?
no damage.
Take
if
no
you saved.
damage.
Welcome to Aura of Evasion, the silly spell. It's an
Is
18.
that with
Well,
advantage again?
It's
Yeah.
not really
All
advantage.
dex saves
What
are
is
made
the
with
deal?
advantage. Okay,
What is
so
the deal?
right, everybody within
All
6.
right.
Let me explain
No,
to
no,
you.
no. I roll.
Everybody within 60 foot of me, 30 foot of me, gains a bonus to dexterity saves equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. Oh,
Oh, I was doing.
yeah, I
check,
was
not
doing
saves. Good
advantage.
point.
Okay,
That
so
should be.
It's 2 different spells. It's not actually advantage. You
Should be a
just
23.
gain a +5 to your dex save. And
okay.
if you succeed, you take no damage. Sorry, I
Okay,
misread
I'll
that.
do-
So it's whatever your
I'll
first
just
roll was,
reroll
just
it.
add 5.
And 19.
I just reroll it. That's okay.
Okay, that's
so,
a
I was gonna say
17.
I don't
Yeah,
remember this
okay.
having advantage because I
20
have
plus 25 thanks to our dearest James, our dearest mysterious.
Okay. So everyone
Yeah,
managed to
yeah.
all right. Everyone managed to evade the splinters as you guys all begin to get blown into this cavern, and entering into it. As you enter into it, you see this place has been sort of like you see this been carved out on purpose. You guys begin to move through this. You still smell the burning of furniture and smoke. And the Pashal's final words, or his words to you, still fresh in your minds. Carrietta seems to be the only one. Carrietta, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw. Blah, blah, blah. 23.
23, nice. You felt the beast begin to claw in your stomach, but you managed to stave off. You don't get any thirstier yet. You begin to continue moving through the cavern. It seems to traverse what seems like it's been traversing for hours, but it hasn't been. Some of you still burned, some of you didn't. Just the overall thought of what's transpired and what's to be done. And as you guys come to the mouth of the cavern, you can see you're still within the darkness, but the sunlight comes across and kind of breaks into the cavern, to the mouth, but you guys are still in the darkness. However, give me a perception check, everyone, if you want to, please.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Nice.
That's 7.
It's 23.
Easy,
That's a
25.
19.
easy enough. Everyone, especially for the Rangers, who has hunted and everything like that. You understand how the sun moves as well. It's important to understand cycles, and you get that if you stay in this cavern currently, you will see the sun will soon peek into this cavern and consume you all.
Merlin,
So-
can you find us a way out?
Give
I
me,
can certainly try.
you can give me a perception check.
I
Crunching up
swear to
perception
God, I
check right now.
thought I was gonna roll a 1.
Actually, you don't even have to. It's
It's a
fine.
25.
Your perception still high. You have a 25. As you look around, slightly panicked, maybe as you get as close as you can to the sun, and you kind of like angle yourself. You can see now that there are from the tunnel that there are like certain overhangings that form shadows. And as you look down forward, you see that there is a shack a little bit off to underneath a large awning. It's it's like a man-made awning. You feel that this should be enough cover.
Are you able to also tell what time of day it is? Or any of us?
Not really, but it's pretty early. It's I'm sorry. It's currently 2 hours to sundown.
Okay, cool. It looks like we might have to shelter here.
And as you look, so from there, like I said, there's specific things of shade to get you to that shack. You get the feeling that this was done on purpose.
Okay, should we make a dash for it?
Yes, this is
Doesn't
going
seem we have a
to.
choice.
This is going to be. This is going to be a challenge, guys. I need 3 rounds of this.
Okay.
If everyone's going to run through and make their way to each spot of shade, I need athletics checks, please.
Before we do that, I'm going to dismiss the aura of evasion and instead give myself haste, as
Okay.
I have about as much dexterity as a fish.
Yeah, and for the record, I have a 55-foot speed and can dash as a bonus action, so I
Wait,
can
so-
haul ass.
Okay.
Wait, but you said it's an athletics check, so I don't know how much.
Yeah,
dexterity
because
that
because you would have to. You could step in. If you step into the sun, you will take damage.
Oh yeah, I just went for
Um,
the movement speed, Joe.
Okay.
That's a 29.
Okay. Easy enough. You're the first one.
Another nat 20.
Oh, I got an at 22.
Nice. Okay.
That's a
Oh, that's
19.
fucking dead. I got 9.
27.
Killed, I'm sure of it. Yeah, I got a 4.
All right. Everyone except Carriot and Ghidorah, they take the time themselves, and then jump into the shade. The sun slightly burns for just a second, but you guys make it into shade, piling in and putting yourself against it. Ghidorah and Carrietta try to jump across, but a little bit of the sun catches their legs and they get to jump out and messes with their trajectory. Carrietta and Ghidorah. Take 22 points of radiant damage
Fucking hell.
before as you get slightly burned and you scamper your way into the shadows. Carrietta and Ghidorah, I need Constitution saving throws, please.
And nat 20.
Nice.
20 total, not natural.
Nice. You guys stave off the hunger. Next round.
Before we go, we must steel ourselves. That is 21 points of healing to everybody.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
That's a 22.
Nice.
I ain't rolling another.
None
Oh,
of this
17.
Stuff is gonna help me with athletics, is it?
No, athletics is yeah, not good.
15.
We've got the
So I
movement
guess some of
speed.
my
which-
astral self, but it ain't gonna do shit on athletics. So, all right.
It's great for me. I've got a plus 14.
I've got a -1.
He's just taking a slight
got-
jog. Yeah, me too.
I got 12.
12.
9.
9. Yet again, everyone except Carrietta and Ganduri managed to jump, push yourself, using enough force to push yourself off of this it's kind of like a fallen wall, and the wall cracks beneath the power of your vampiric might. You guys dash forward. Again, Carrietta and Ganduri is still the sun scares you. It's a scary thing for vampires. And another mismeasure as you guys manage to still step into the sun as it kisses your flesh and burns you, reminding you that you're not alive. 18 damage, 18 points of radiant damage to each.
We have to be able to do this a better way. We can spot the next bit of shade, right?
You can see it, yes.
Perhaps we might consider throwing Carrietta before we make the dash.
Ooh, that would be very interesting.
Yeah, maybe if we could throw Carrietta, then throw Ganduri, and then the rest of us will run. Would that work?
Or maybe the weak should be thinned out.
Ooh.
Maybe we should leave you behind.
Yeah, it was because of
I would
vampires.
like-
It was
I
because
would
of
like-
vampires like you that this happened. We should have never been equals to those disgusting things.
Perhaps it's
I
not the
want-
time for political chat. Sorry, Moon.
I
I mean,
just
I
want
can,
to put him into
I can
daylight
spend a
so
key
much.
point to double my jump distance.
Sorry, guys. Can we
so
just
that
hold on a
could help.
second? Moon, what was that?
Go ahead, Merlin.
Nothing important. I just said I want to shove him into the daylight so bad.
Yeah, it's yeah. Your mic's a little quiet today, so those
well,
people might need to turn you up.
well, Merlin, as the beast inside of you, if you feel you need to show force and correct him, why not push him into the sunlight?
Do I see that?
No,
Do
how about we
I
just
see
keep
that
getting
Merlin
out of here?
contemplates
Okay.
like?
We worry about our differences when we're safe.
Yes, excellent decision.
If you so choose. Okay. Well, so what are you guys doing?
We'd like to throw Carrion. I don't think our friend is helping us. But
No, that's another 23. I'm going ahead of you
okay.
guys.
Zachary's gone.
Okay, he jumps across.
Merlin, are you with me? Can we throw?
Yes.
Carietta. I'm assuming that Julian is just making every athletics check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it some.
Yeah, cool. So can we put our strengths together and toss him?
Yeah. Whoever wants to make the check, you can make it with advantage, or you guys can roll individually.
Just a strength check, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just a
got a
strength.
plus 7 to mine.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
I'm just trying to figure out if he wants to roll or if one of us is rolling.
Both of us, right?
It could have
It's either
been
whatever you
one
want.
or one with advantage. It could have been both of us or one of us with advantage.
Take it. I am no strong vampire.
Oh, cool. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's got a 27.
So you,
Oh, that's athletic.
That's
walk
my
up-
third.
Okay.
That's my third nat 20.
Yeah, I think it was strength. No.
it was strength.
Yeah,
But
that was
I'll take athletics. I'll
Athletic.
take athletics.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was that. Well,
it's all
athletics is less than fucking strength.
It's fine. I'll take the athletics. It still works.
Okay.
You dash up. You dash up. Grab Carietta and hoist her aloft, and she goes flying through. Carietta, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Of course.
And this is going to be much
And
worse
that's-
if you fail it.
And that's a 5.
Oh,
with
my
advantage. With
God.
advantage, Miss Carietta, please.
Oh, with advantage.
No,
Thank
never
you.
mind. Never mind.
When she
That
leaves
is
your
over.
when she leaves
Yeah, that's
your,
over.
your
Wait, so it's over
Oh.
anyway, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's a
Oh,
5.
so
It's a
still
5.
5.
Still a 5. Carietta, as you go to fly, you try and right yourself, but as you're flying, you hit one of the bricks of the awnings, and it's back slams. You guys can hear the sickening crack as she falls and hits, and as she's falling, you can smell and see her flesh beginning to burn.
Should we just kill our friend?
No. We just came close.
Can I? Okay,
Why?
this is stupid. I don't know if it works like that. Can I cast like gust on myself and just push myself into the shade?
Well, I'll
Okay.
just fly.
Because
If he
that won't
flies,
make
he
it
still has to
any
go
quicker.
through. He still has to go through.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
However, if you want to try gust, give me Arcana check.
Not a kind of check.
Oh, Joe, all of these characters die in one shot.
God fucking damn it! 13. I have +8 on Arcana.
Okay.
I fucking. Okay.
With that, I'll half this damage for you.
Okay.
You're still gonna take 46, but with your dexterity fail, you're gonna take 86.
Yeah, I'm down.
You take 13,
Jesus!
13 points of radiant damage. You're down? How? You down already?
Yeah. I was on 73, and then
Oh.
you gave me 86 damage.
It's okay, we'll
so
pick
yeah,
you up
I'm-
with it. Is he at least
No,
dead?
no, not 86. I said 8d6.
No, 8d6.
Yeah,
Ah.
8d6.
Sorry. Okay. So,
So
okay,
you
It's
know-
not quite
That's
that powerful.
ruthless.
how
yeah.
much damage did I take in general?
So
That's
you're
right.
only taking 13 damage because of the gust. The gust pushed you just into the shade.
Okay, cool.
86.
So
Jesus Christ, you guys are scared of me.
I know. So 13 damage. Okay, cool.
13 damage, yeah. As
Okay,
she lands, she lands in the shade, roughly, burning. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please. A Constitution check, please.
Constitution check or saving throw?
Hold on, shit. How am I forgetting my own mechanic? Hold on. Saving throw. Sorry, saving throw.
All right, great. That's 19.
19. Nice. You stave off the hunger still, despite you being burnt.
Ganduri,
So it's-
that didn't go so well. Perhaps we don't throw you.
Yeah, but
You'd rather take the dex than the athletics? Yeah, sure, we'll throw you.
I haven't been
All right,
talking
throw him
between these
again.
very well. But what happened to him?
I can
don't
try.
think
I
it's
can
likely
try
to
and
happen to me.
I can try and gust him my way too, but would that work?
Trying to gust him.
Yeah.
He was still passed through the sun at some point.
Yeah.
Because it's literally like shadow, sun, shadow, sun, shadow,
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah,
I
we'll
get
lob him.
that, but that's true for everyone essentially. I guess.
We'll,
yeah.
we'll chuck him.
How far apart are these things? These areas?
Yeah, they're a good like 20, 25 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Yeah, he's got a very good answer to that.
yeah, I mean, I can key point to double my jump distance, but it doesn't make me accurate necessarily.
I give him long strider. Will that help?
That'll help. I mean, because this is just a straight check. But I'll take the long strider.
Okay,
Um,
I'll
especially for
cast Long
Gandora's
Strider on him.
situation. All right, you cast Long Strider. You feel your
I
vamp.
had to ask because it doesn't really do anything specific to this.
Yeah.
Besides make you move faster. I was like, I can ask. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already very fast. It's just not a fastness check.
Just gonna pat him on the back. Okay, enough fucking up now.
I mean, I can move 165 feet around.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, take the long walk.
All right. So, I'll give it. I'll take that. As you take the time to just jump through, making it next to Carrietta, standing next to her. The shack is right there, and as you can see, what you couldn't see before from where you were, you see now just a funnel of shadow that leads to the shack. And so the shadow is continuous, so you can walk into it, and possibly finish out the night, the morning, or the day, I should say. Everybody else, please.
Vesuvius will take the dash. And with an 8 athletics, he will fail miserably.
Yes, he will.
16.
Vesuvius.
That's 30.
Oh, you don't have to do it anymore, Zach, because you already went across.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
15
I'm just
points
showing
for
off now.
Vesuvius. You're just showing off. 15 points for Vesuvius. You made it, Merlin. And as you guys all meet together, finally, some of you smelling your burnt flesh, and you guys look over, and you can see now in the distance, it's like slightly through the break in the wall, you can see tall black streaks of smoke from the center of Barsega.
Okay.
But
go on.
yeah, you guys begin to walk through the shade and enter into the shack. As you step into the shack you see now has been outfitted for this situation. It's
Does it have any blood reserves?
blood reserves. Well, big investigation check.
Investigation. Good.
I wonder if they've got any goat for James.
12.
12. You find no blood reserves here. As you bang through the cabinets, everything here is picked clean, and there's nothing here.
Before we go in there, I'd like to cast alarm around the building.
Please do.
Okay.
Castle, you said then cast alarm.
And
Nice.
I will drop a heal here as well, please.
Okay.
That is 16 to everybody around us.
Thank you, Vesuvius.
Thank you.
And now, while we're kind of safe, I would like to go up to Mr. Zachary over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy,
And
we're doing this.
I would like to say the following. Listen here, you little shit. I do not know who you think you are. And I do not know how strong you think yourself to be.
Sounds
If
like you don't
this-
know much.
I'm gonna fucking cast Hold Person on this motherfucker. That's a Wisdom saving throw. 18 DC 18.
Yeah, that's a 4.
Ooh, baby,
Fantastic.
we're good with these rolls today.
Ooh, you feel your body seize up as Carrietta's eyes flare, anger and rage. Do you feel fear currently at this point, Zachary?
No.
No. As you sit there,
Couldn't care
staring-
less.
you sit there and stare. You hear the beast beckoning to you. You see this, Zachary? How dare they dine with sheep? Maybe
Now-
at the end we'll eat them too.
Anyway, as Zachary is held, now you listen to me when I talk to you. If there's anything that this experience has proven, is that we, for all of our might, are very, very fragile creatures, much like any other living creature here. And I, for one, want to survive. And if you are going to keep being a weight around my ankles, I will not hesitate to gut you in the middle of the day, even if it it will cause me to die. Do you understand?
I can still
Yeah.
speak, right? I just can't move.
I am not sure. Let me just look at that.
You used hold person?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Appreciate it,
incapacitated, but they can speak.
Okay.
Okay. I'm the weight around your ankle. How's that sun damage, by the way? You look a bit burnt. Maybe this is just a test to see who truly can survive, and you don't look up to it to me.
Oh, if that's what you think of us and what's going on, let's see what happens when we plop your paralyzed ass in the sun. See how well you survive.
How about we don't?
We are
he
in
might
this-
he might be an ass, but he is a useful ass occasionally, and
We
we
are
may
in this
need
together.
all of our strength together.
We're in
I'm
this
willing
together,
to bet he's
Zachary.
part of the reason this is all
Either
happening.
you are.
They
Yeah,
did say there
we're
was
in this-
2 corpses, not just one.
They did say that. I would
Yes,
like
that
to
was
place a
absolutely
zone of
true.
truth upon the ground. Zachary, the other body have anything to do with you?
Perhaps.
And not the first.
It could. It could also not.
I mean, technically he's not lying.
Mm,
Technically he's not lying. He's just being purposely vague.
I cast detect thoughts.
And I can insight check him.
Yeah,
Please
we
do.
can.
As you sit there, Vesuvius, and that zone of truth, looking at him, your beast, not really much. Your beast is a little different. Your beast is a bit more refined. Look at him.
It's actually higher
Children.
because I can't roll below an 8.
It'll be
I
easier just to
cast-
kill him.
Yeah.
You cast what? Detect thoughts,
I
right?
cast detect thoughts, and that's another wisdom saving throw at 18.
All right.
My insight on checks.
That's 18.
Oh, God
It's
damn
actually
it.
23.
Okay. And your insight looking for what again, Garduri? I'm sorry.
Just if I guess if he's lying.
Give me a
He
deception
didn't
check.
really say
He
anything.
didn't technically
Zachary.
lie at any point, did he, in the zone of truth?
I guess not.
He just was vague.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
By the way, will this count as a long rest or a short
would
rest?
say
This will be a long
saying-
rest.
Even if he was being vague and saying that he could have been, he could have not been would be lying if he was a part of it. Even if it's being vague. That's
Whereas-
definitely lying.
Okay.
Oh, but
I
Zachary,
would
give me a deception.
lying.
Give me a deception check, please.
That's
So
14.
it doesn't matter either way.
Oh,
will
you
tell
you
you-
rolled a 23, Gandori, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So with it, you do get the inkling that he's not telling the whole fucking truth at all. You can tell he's lying, definitely.
This is one too many people among us not giving the entire truth about killing humans in the last several hours.
I will tell you
one?
this much, Zachary. I will tell you this much, Zachary. If you did something, and you will confess for it, I will at least make an attempt to keep you alive for this time, because you are necessary to us. But if you did kill somebody, and you are hiding it from us, I will not hesitate to throw you into the sunlight as soon as possible.
Oh, little bird, I don't need your protection.
Well, I hope you're confident in that statement.
You-
What, sorry?
I hope you're confident about that statement because
You're currently
I think
paralyzed.
I think because I might not be as strong as you, but as you can see, I do not need my body to make your life a living hell.
Can I
know,
turn
but
to
you do
Julian?
need friends.
Can I turn
can.
to Julian at this moment and say, Julian, tell us everything that happened last night? He needs to make a 19 con save for the Zone of Truth if he wishes to lie.
Okay.
If he even wants to deny it.
Yeah.
He's not really in the position to do that, but I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. Cool.
He just we usually meet nightly. Just it was just really started a few months ago, and we couldn't tell our father, of course, and we just, like I said last night, We decided to go to the woods, and you know, the father's daughter isn't exactly innocent, but it was weird. She's always let me drink from her before, and she's always let me. It was always there was never any limits there. I could be myself, and she could be herself. And when I went down I was going to bite her, and just, usually what we do. She just changed on me. She started to scream and hit me, and then I just felt like this. 1 second. I just felt this rage build up in me, and I don't know what it was. Next thing I know, I know I went to stop her from screaming, and then she was dead.
Okay. This rage, have you felt it before?
No. And like you guys know Yulian. Like Yulian's young, but there's a reason why Octavian had chose Yulian. He's known him, like he's also a hunter and a warrior, and he's a warrior that's very duty bound, even though, but he's young, so he talks shit every now and again, but he'll complain, but he'll do it.
Yeah.
And he has control over his emotions. So to see him like this, and for him to say that, is very uncharacteristic of him.
Julian, how long was it since you'd fed when you last saw her?
I mean, we met every night for months.
But only
So
her blood?
Only her.
Very well.
He thinks something's going on with the priest and the daughter now.
Yes. Carrietta, would you mind letting our little friend here down? Perhaps as the sun sets we may see if we can find Octavian.
I will release him, but just before that, I would like to put it on the table that I can say with a lot of confidence that Zachary is responsible for the other body last night.
Oh, quite
And I
probably.
released Zachary.
Quite probably. But we've all made
No,
mistakes.
it's not quite probably. It's not quite probably. He joined us on the patrol and he went to feed
But we've all made mistakes.
outside of the house.
It was no mistake.
Ooh.
She was delicious.
You don't belong in this city.
Do you want to live, Zachary?
None of us are alive.
Do you want to remain in this existence?
Do you, old man?
You are outnumbered, Zachary.
Indeed. The weak sure are foolish.
Zachary, as you sit there and your beast pipes up again. Look at this old man. He doesn't even drink blood from humans. He couldn't stand to you. Kill him, and let's drink him dry. Continue.
I'd like to turn to Ganduri. Do we have a reason to keep this one alive?
Yes, listen to your orders from the goat drinker.
If you
I would
thought
like
more
to just,
carefully,
like,
you would
straight-
understand that
I
was
would
a
like to
question.
Sorry,
straight up
just
slap
Ganduri. Sorry, what was that?
I'm sorry.
If you listened more carefully, like your betters, young man, you would understand that was a question, not an order. And you're not giving us many reasons for me to answer his question in the affirmative.
Then do it.
Yeah, okay.
But make it quick. I don't want to see you pathetic excuses for vampires really dragging this out.
Yeah.
If you so insist, I cast Gust and I push him into the sun.
You watch as Julian pipes up. Please, just think for a moment.
Oh, we've thought plenty.
This
See,
is
there's
not
a
what Octavian
difference with
wanted.
you, Julian.
Excuse me now, Lord Julian. Do you think that you are in the position to tell anyone to think. If you had been thinking, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. And I have
Carietta, that's
nothing
not true.
but the utmost respect
debatable.
to you, to your father, and to your mother. But this is inexcusable.
And
I
Julian,
believe
Zachary's always been like this. You have not. This is no mindless rage. This is Zachary
True
letting his
enough.
true feelings out.
I suppose if there is one reason to keep him around, it might be to. Well, you were talking last night about a trial and an example. If we have even further problems with the father now, and he is aware of the two bodies, we might need to make a show of bringing this one to justice.
I think that in this situation, we don't have time to be keeping such a being around. He's becoming more of a burden by the minute.
His corpse will do as evidence enough. We don't have to put it in the sunlight.
The thing is, we also need to find father. That's the biggest thing.
Killing him will take but a moment.
He like kind of throws his hands up. He just kind of puts his hand in his head and just walks to the corner. He's just shaking his head. He
Are
knows
we in
he's
agreement
outnumbered here.
Would we know if there's any, like, strong, the rules we have for the way we deal with humans are the rules we have for the way we deal with each other?
Oh yes. The rules are depending on the severity of it. If Zachary had drunk her dry and had gone to the up-teens level, maybe he was super like severely hungry, Octavian would probably banish him. He would be gone. But to outright drink and kill a human, that is instantaneous death. That's decapitation.
What is the difference? You're still killing them.
Oh, you're exiled
Because you didn't lose control. You
Yeah.
chose to kill him.
Yeah. Like
Mm,
so like yeah, let me just be a little clear for Josh. Like so if you just drunk her dry, say like if you were like starving and you just because the whole thing about when you're drinking, you kind of have to learn to pull back. You never want to take the last drop, but sometimes your hunger may be too much and you do it, and then that's an accident.
sure, but they don't know that was the case or not.
Well, it's the same ordeal for the person that you're drinking from, no matter what. But for you, it's not death.
And we have two witnesses here that know for a fact that Zachary wasn't dead starving when that happened.
Yeah, we were both there when he came back.
Yeah, do you not remember?
How
just
do you know
let
that
us
I wasn't dead starving?
We were there. If you were dead starving, it
Literally
would be very
sitting right there.
apparent.
This is what I wanted.
Okay, at this point, Vesuvius will cast Divine Judgment. This comes in the form of Chromatic Orb. And
Ooh.
this will be a quicken spell, so I will use it twice immediately. And that is a crit.
Oh shit.
Oh my god!
Is
Holy shit!
second one doesn't hit. That is 97 radiant damage.
97 radiant damage to Zachary. This, Zachary, you feel it tear through your body. You fall to the floor, screaming in pain. Your beast also screaming, "You should have ate them when I told you!" And as you sit there, you're kind of like, your body's trying to heal itself, but this is different. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. At disadvantage.
That's 15.
Actually, Zachary, what is your armor class?
17.
Okay, no, the second one didn't hit you. It's 15.
Zachary, your inner beast is screaming, "Feed me." Your thirst has increased to 5. That comes with a few things. Each level of thirst, and I can explain the mechanic. Every 2 levels of thirst gives you different things. So currently, you have weakness and your movement speed has been decreased. And you have disadvantage on ability checks. You need to feed. As you guys sit there, as Zachary is screaming in pain, and you watch as his flesh is singed and slowly pulling away from it, and you can see his insides, the organs pale and dead, almost black, but the flesh on the bones is kind of has been charred. What do you all do?
I'm gonna pull out my bow and I'm gonna shoot him.
All right. Those who are not shooting, and Zachary, you're not dead yet. So at this point in time, before that, I'm gonna need initiative rolls, please.
Oh dear.
I got a 24.
I got a 3. I hadn't actually completed the turn of which I'd cast Chromatic Orb, though, so I don't know how you want to roll that.
I got 15.
So I still have another action.
Guys, this is what I wanted. I'm thoroughly happy.
It's not what Josh wanted.
No, it's not what Josh wanted.
Well,
he
he
didn't
must
play
have
like he
known.
didn't want this.
Yeah, he must have known.
Gosh, we still love you.
Oh, yes, outside of the
We
game.
just don't love Zach.
No, Zachary needs to die.
Yeah. We love Josh. Zachary can fuck all the way off.
I didn't expect the whole group to be goody two-shoe vampires.
Oh, we're not.
It's really
We're
group
not.
is trying not to
Shut up.
die.
Most of us
The
are
whole
not.
group is trying not to die. It's not that we're goody tissues. It's that the whole fucking palace is on fire and we're trying to not die.
At this point in time, Merlin, you're up.
Ooh, Merlin gonna blast him in the chest.
All right. For those, Zachary, you hear one thing as well. While this is all happening, Zachary, Gandori, Vesuvius too. You begin to hear, as you guys have been in here for a good amount of time now, as while Merlin's still taking his attack. You begin to hear horse hooves. A drove of them
That's fine.
approaching.
We'll deal with Zachary first.
How unreal is it that I rolled a 3 and I still get to hit him?
Oh well, you're a ranger. I'm not surprised.
Plus fucking 15 to the hit.
Ooh. Please roll damage.
He's in a-
Oh no, Zachary.
There's a lot of shit to roll. Okay. Take that. That's 12 from that. What is this stupid roll for this fucking quiver again? Take another D4. $15. Fuck, I didn't hunter's mark him. God damn it.
Nope.
Oh, no, that's it.
All right, 15 damage.
Yes. I don't think I get to shoot a second time either.
15 damage.
You
to
got 2
Zachary.
attacks, no? Per action.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna shoot him again. 24.
That hits.
Oh, that's unlucky. That is super unlucky. That's a 14.
All right. Wow. Okay, so the
17 damage.
17
The
damage to you,
second one.
Zachary. And to you as you're still writhing on the floor. Are you dead, Zachary?
Yeah, I'm down.
You're unconscious. You watch as Zachary he goes unconscious as he just lays splayed out. His body's still smoldering.
Did you go unconscious before the second hit?
No.
Okay.
Now, do we take him with us or no?
No.
Currently, you
we
hear
need his corpse.
the horse hooves
Well,
getting
I don't think
closer
so.
and closer.
Okay.
As of right now, currently, you guys know there's still at least 30 minutes left of daylight.
I suggest we rest.
Shall we finish him?
as much as I would love to, I still think that if he could pull it together, it could still be of much use to us. Because Zachary, while not being a very cooperative vampire, he is undeniably a strong one.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think he's gonna help us after we just blasted him into
No.
oblivion?
I do not, but
And I think he's
I'd
more likely
rather-
to help the enemy at this point.
I would rather try than not try at all. In the worst case scenario, we could just stabilize him and make his position very, very clear.
I think worst case scenarios already happened. We attacked him. Why is this coming up after we attacked him?
My understanding of his character is that
He's not gonna change.
it would be an incredible punishment for him to be revived later, fight against us, and still be defeated yet again when he thinks himself so much stronger than us, even if he were to work against us with our enemies and watch as we still destroy him. I think that would be, in a way, fitting.
And frankly, we have more important things to deal with. He's dealt with for now. Can we just chuck him in the shade and we have horses coming?
Mm-hmm. Put him in the shade.
And tie him up.
By the way, would this? I mean, obviously not this battle, but like, wouldn't this stay? Would it accounted for a short rest or a long rest? Because
I'll still take the long rest because that was just an impromptu battle. Just because it was just for the sake of doing what you had to do. But you guys can still long rest and reheal your stuff. That's fine.
Okay. Cool.
Do we regain what we
After the
used
damage
in
on the
that
way
fight?
out?
Yeah, you get that back too. Yes.
Okay, cool. That is.
I still need to make death saving throws though, right?
No.
No, I think Vesuvius would stabilize him. To be honest.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
So yep, spare the dying, I believe it's called or something. No, not that one. I haven't got that. But I have a +10 in medicine.
I
there you
can
go.
medicine check him. To
Yeah, take a
stabilize him.
22
Plus 15
medicine
on
check.
medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that perfectly works fine. You stabilize him, but he's currently in like that petrified state. 2 arrows still lodged in his body. As he's pushed off to the corner.
Perhaps we can use him as target practice later, Merlin.
Maybe we can
Also-
let him move this time so it's actually hard.
Completely out of character, by the way, but Merlin or Moon, I really like your character. It's super interesting. I've been flicking through your character sheet just out of curiosity, and I love it. I just wanted to mention that.
Read, isn't there? There's just so much shit to read.
Yeah, I know, but it's super textured. I think everybody's made a nice character, but I specifically like the ranger. We don't see enough rangers. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, Kira.
I just want you to know that the only way I missed him is if I roll a nat one.
I know.
That's
I know.
how much it I
That's
have.
awesome. Right, so we've taken our long rest. The hooves
Long
approach.
rest. As they approach, you guys can see. You took. Is anyone going to try to take a little peek out of the window or no?
Oh, look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. As you take a peek out of the window, now you notice that the sun has gone down far enough that you guys can come out if you want to.
Okay. I would like to take this moment to turn to Merlin. Is there any chance if you see a wild beast, you might bring it down for me?
Bring it, like, kill it?
Yes.
Sure.
For all of us, if you may.
I'd be my guest.
I'm glad you guys have finally decided to demean yourselves with feeding on the animals.
Do not
I never had a
confuse
problem.
this for any sort of pity on the humans.
Oh.
It's a simple need to survive. I am not going to be a picky eater while we are dying.
I'm okay with you being press-ganged into morality. That's okay.
I don't
I
take it
wouldn't
as
say I
lowering
have a
myself.
problem.
It just doesn't give me any opportunity to help anyone.
True enough,
I've never
Canberra, you're feeding.
Too picky about what I feed on. It just happens to be that people were brought to me.
True enough.
Very admirable. Merlin, are you going to go hunting?
Yeah.
Please. As you step out into the woods, you begin to walk around as you're going through the forest and you come upon some tracks. Little stool? Looks kind of big, maybe large enough. Deer, perhaps? Give me a survival check.
That's a 7.
That's a nap one. Beautiful.
That's my third nat one. Oh yeah, I'm the best.
It takes you a little time, and quite frankly, you don't know how it happened, but you kind of got lost. You feel a little embarrassed for yourself. Even your beast begins to sit there and say, how did you fuck this up? As you need to maneuver, keep walking through, you finally see a deer slightly grazing. It looks up. It doesn't. Give me a stealth check.
Dude, a 9.
9. Its ears flicker. As it turns, it begins to bound away. As you step on a twig and crunch. You're off today. Not sure what's going on. What would you like
I'm
to
gonna
do?
attempt to shoot it.
Please make an attack roll.
At least I'm not fucking that up. There's a 34 to hit.
Nice. You step forward a little bit as it bounds around the one of the trees. You step forward, loose the arrow. As you hear it squeal and call as it hits the floor and skids from the shot. You hear your beast pipe up. That's more fucking like it. Let's go get dinner.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab that deer and
As you begin to
see if there's anything else.
yeah,
Any other
right.
ones as well on the way.
As you begin to approach forward, you do see that it was not alone. Your perception check is high enough as you see another one kind of escaping through the forest. It seems I was startled by this one that's been shot and the scream. What would you like to do?
Take another shot at that one.
Please make your shot.
31.
Excellent. Roll your damage.
$14.
More than enough. As you quickly loose the X arrow in a single simple motion. It's almost like poetry. As you pull it out, lean forward. It flies as it kind of curves around the tree and meets it. Slams it through the eye, piercing the brain as it falls over. Another scream resounding through the forest. Oh, that felt good. What's next, Merlin? Tell me.
I'm gonna go grab the other deer, the farther one,
Okay.
and then bring them back. Bring both of them back with me.
As you begin to step forward next to the deer, you look over to the corner of your eye. As you press against the tree, you begin to hear the horses approaching. You see them now. You see one in the center. There are, what did I say? 1 second. Embarrassing. You see one in the center, one larger orcish, half orc face. You know him. You've been here for a while, but he was one that was raised by Vesuvius and has met with Gandori to help him with his dreams. You've all know him. This is Radiant Knight Leader Ogresh. You see as he's on horseback, torches held high as they're combing through the forest. Give me another perception check, please.
20.
20. Nice. You see. 1 second. Foolish me. How did I do this? Nice. You see just in time as an arrow is loosed towards you. And as you look up, you see right by the right up at the top, another one of the Radiant Rangers. He's actually covered and he actually has leather armor that's silver, but it has like the emblem of Tyr upon it. It seems that you didn't go unnoticed.
Does that look like someone that's from the group of horses and such?
You see the group of horses, but you see that now with your 20, you're able to see that there was a ranger in the tree to your right, another ranger that's also approaching from the left. They're moving through the trees. That's a 15 to hit you.
That does not hit.
All right. Just dexterously, you roll out of the way and it slams next to you. As you begin to hear them say, I found one. They're here. They did escape. You see as Olgers turns around and the horses neigh loudly. What are you doing, Merlin? As now Olgrish is now currently looking towards your direction as now you're being pinpointed.
Do we hear this? Or is he far away?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage. He is pretty far.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
So Carrietta got a
a
21.
16. No, but
Oh, you got a
no,
16?
with
Okay.
advantage is good.
For all allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't imagine with a passive perception of 20 I could roll an 11. That required a severe skew of the dice.
Only Carrietta hears like from the distance. It just sounds like a bit of an echo. You can't make out that it was a human voice. It was a voice, but you can't tell exactly what it said. Now back to you, Merlin. What are you doing? As now they're beginning to move upon you.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around and dash action away from them.
Okay.
90 feet, not 90 feet, 70 feet.
20 feet. As you begin to move, this time you're saying fuck the stealth and you're dashing through. As you're dashing through, you hear as they hit the reins, as you even hear the horses begin to try and run you down. You hear Olgish behind you. Stop, beast! You'll be killed for what you've done. You watch as you turn around, you see he pulls a gold hilt from his belt. But then you watch as you see no blade before he turns it. And this radiant blade extends. You think for a second, and your beast pipes up. They were fucking prepared. This isn't spontaneous. As you're beginning to run through, as you begin to continually run, you see now, I'm going to need from you. Give me a Constitution check, please.
Check or saving throw?
Check. Not saving throw.
14.
14. As you begin to continue running, pushing through, Olgresh actually manages to catch up to you. He's going to make a slash at you with his blade. All right. That definitely hits. What's your AC?
18.
18. Okay, he has a +7 on that. He's going to strike you. Plus. Take 17 points of damage as he strikes down with you with his radiant sword. Your flesh being burnt. As it pushes you forward as you can hear the horse hooves that are constantly rapidly pressing behind you. At this point in time, everyone in the cabin now can hear the horse hooves running. They're approaching, and you can hear the patter of feet. You can only assume that they're coming in flee. What is everybody doing?
Vesuvius will
now-
charge out.
I have a question. Did I get close enough for alarm to go off?
Not yet. You're almost there.
Okay.
As I charge out, I would like to haste myself.
Okay.
I also had mage armor up from moment of waking.
Yeah, it's 8 hours, so you're good. Yeah, everyone gets a quick preparation action.
I will be summoning my full astral self.
Okay.
Let me see.
Should have been.
I
Fly, you fool. I love the spell fly. I love the concept of it. Everybody who has it should cast it at all opportunities.
all right. Then I'm gonna cast fly.
Woo! I like it. I've got to change my AC. Sorry.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast fly on myself. So I can fly now.
Okay. So at this point in time, are you all rushing out currently?
Yeah.
Vesuvius is.
As you guys step out, you can see now the troop of radiant knights as they all have torches above. You see currently as Merlin has been struck. He's kind of moving forward. You see the blood kind of leaking over his back, but he has his head down, still pushing forward with his bow in his hand. At this point in time, Merlin slides in as you watch as Olgrish stops the company before you, and you see as now the two rangers kind of drop down from the trees, and you can see your passive perceptions are high enough as you can see they're moving through the shadows, bows trained as they begin to come around, and you see one more behind Ulgresh currently as it's beginning to chant a spell. And you watch as Ulgresh looks towards you with it's a face of, it's anger, but you can see behind it it's also heartbreak. How could you do this, Vesuvius?
Ulgresh, hold. What is the meaning of this?
You both have killed in the city. There are
We
2 bodies found this morning.
This morning, we discovered that one of our own had killed. And recently we discovered that another one had also killed. We believe an unnatural hunger is upon the vampires, and for this I can only apologize. However, if you will allow me, I would like to bring you the corpse of the one who caused the problems, and another one to be held at trial.
A natural hunger. You guys, you all are beasts. You are hunger. But sure, bring your corpse. Or bring whoever, sorry.
So I would bring Julian out, and also drag the body of Zachary. I would say Zachary killed in ruthlessness, a beast, as you said, and for that he has been judged.
He looks down.
But go on.
And no, he just
Okay.
looks down and then gets off his horse as everyone unmounts simultaneously. He just he looks up to you. You see, at this point he's standing really close to you, Vesuvius.
Mm-hmm.
As he looks up, you see an unnatural spark in his eye.
Unnatural being magical, or?
It looks magical in nature. Beasts, all of you. This is just but one to be thrown on the pile.
I was going to offer a second for trial, but Ulgresh, you are more rational than this. We have lived in peace for many, many years. Many of your people have come to myself for judgment and for guidance. Many of you have come to Ganduri here for help with troubling dreams.
A mistake.
This is not like you.
You watch as he looks at you. And you watch as he kind of like brings inward, his veins popping. And he reaches back up and looks back up. You see spittle just breaking out of his mouth as his veins pop around his neck. You're all going to die here.
Just to quickly, where is Zachary's body at this moment?
Zachary's body's like right behind you.
Right behind me? Okay.
Yeah, as you drag them out. And Julian, he's a broken fucking man.
Can
right
I
now, so
toss his when I pass in the body? I wanted to toss Zachary sort of on the floor, almost just behind Ulgresh.
okay,
When I
so
toss
it's
it,
behind Ulgresh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you tossed it. The body just flumps over.
Is that Carrie like fully dead or just
No, he's unconscious.
He's
This is
unconscious.
important.
You watch as he brings the blade up, and he's going to stab at Zachary.
Oh boy.
What do you mean, ooh boy? You fuckers did this
We've
to
got
me.
this. I've got you. Don't worry.
Well, he's gonna make this with advantage, of course, because Zachary's unconscious.
I was just more surprised he's gonna swing at the corpse than the people who can fight back first.
Yeah, because you guys are a threat. That's why.
So he goes to stab. So he goes to stab down. You watch as the radiant blade enters into the chest of Zachary. That's 2 death saving throws you have failed. As he stabs into you, and he brings it up to prepare to stab a second time.
At this point, I would like to shout out unnatural and cast heal if I can, or are we in initiative here?
It's about to be initiative, but you want to cast heal on him?
I do.
All right.
And
So
I would like, and
Okay,
if
go
I
ahead.
can like hop in on this, I would like to cast Gust and push him away from Zachary.
Okay, I'll allow those two.
That's
As you go to cast heal, you just Vesuvius, you have to and he brings down again. You watch as now his eyes glow red again, and you go to you gotta cast Gust. Is that a saving throw for
Yeah,
against enemy?
a strength saving throw against 18 DC.
He fails that, so he falls over Zachary's body, and as he falls, he lands on his back. He gets back up. Kill them now. Roll initiative.
Okay, did the heal go off on Zachary or not?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so as he came up, I would have just said, an unnatural presence is among all of us. You're needed. And you're at 70 health, Josh.
70.
Yeah. I mean, by technicality, I can't cast heal on you because you're undead, but yeah. It's fair to say that I'm a vampire healing a vampire, right? There's got to be some logic here. So,
That works.
initiative is 6.
Alright, give me 1 second. Let me just do this real quick.
I'm back.
Alright, welcome back.
Initiative, man.
I said.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
before I left.
Right, okay.
We all hope you've learned your lesson while you were unconscious.
Because we're about to be taught some more lessons.
I'm just doing all these. Okay, and then I'll get you guys in 1 more second.
This is a very tactical tossing of Zachary's corpse, by the way. I want to make it this very clear that he was raised from behind the big baddie, not in
I
front.
thought you were saying like I throw it hard enough so that he takes a death save.
According to plan.
He might be a prick, but we need him.
He's deafened.
Deafened and muted.
Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and grab your guys' things. So we got initiative roll. So you said 20, right, Merlin?
Yes.
All right. What's your dexterity? Oh, I'm looking at it right now. Okay. You go first.
Through the goddamn roof is what it's at.
Oh, my pen's dying. All right.
Um,
Merlin.
my initiative is 14.
Good, you?
I'm going to be awful, though, because I'm assuming there's a bit left, Kira, right? Quite a bit left. So, at that moment, once you've got the initiatives down, can we take a short break?